A 24-hour ultimatum. A single line, the yellow line, now decides Gaza's fate. Hamas told to pull back or face annihilation. As the clock runs out, Netanyahu vows to disarm Hamas, with or without global help. The ceasefire tremble, and the next war could begin tonight. Mediators have warned Hamas to pull its fighters back from behind the yellow line in Gaza before the evening on October 30th, or face a potential Israeli military response. A US official, quoted by the Jerusalem Post, confirmed the warning.
Last night, Hamas was notified through Egypt and Qatar that they had 24 hours to evacuate their terrorists from the area behind the yellow line, currently being held by the IDF. That 24-hour window expired at 8 p.m. local time, at which point Israel will enforce the ceasefire and engage Hamas targets behind the yellow line. This guidance was issued with approval from the United States, Egypt, and Qatar.
The yellow line area had previously been crossed by Hamas, under Israeli authorization and Red Cross coordination, to recover the remains of deceased hostages. Israeli officials told the Post that Hamas has delayed the return of several bodies and that mediators have not applied sufficient pressure to ensure compliance. Following earlier ceasefire violations by Hamas, the IDF conducted strikes on dozens of militants and infrastructure targets on October 29th, including observation posts, weapons sites, and tunnels. The renewed enforcement, Israeli officials said, underscores the limits of patience amid continuing breaches of the truce. Meanwhile, Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu has reiterated that Hamas will be disarmed and Gaza demilitarized, saying that if the international community fails to act, Israel will. Speaking at an Israel Defense Forces cadet graduation ceremony in southern Israel, Netanyahu said Israel still has work to do in Gaza and warned that any ceasefire violations would be met with powerful responses.
At the end of the day, Hamas will be disarmed and Gaza will be demilitarized. If foreign troops do it, great. If they don't do it, we will. If Hamas continues to explicitly violate the ceasefire, it will suffer powerful attacks like it did 2 days ago and yesterday. We decide, and we are acting whenever necessary to remove immediate threats to our forces.
Netanyahu's remarks followed renewed strikes on Hamas positions earlier this week after militants killed an Israeli reservist in Rafah. The Israeli leader also accused Hamas of delaying the return of 13 hostages' remains, even as 2 more bodies were handed over. Defense Minister Israel Katz said the Israeli military will not stop until Hamas's weapons are dismantled and all hostages are returned. IDF Chief of Staff Lieutenant General Eyal Zamir told the ceremony that Israel is prepared to resume fighting on any front and will act with greater force if needed.
We will show no patience toward any threat that emerges. We will believe an enemy that declares its intention to harm us, and we will destroy it. There will be no tolerance when the safety of Israeli citizens is threatened. This is a principle I intend to uphold. We are operating in all arenas even now, with high readiness for as broad a campaign as required. In some arenas, we will again act with much greater force than we have during the past 2 years.
At the same time, the United States continues efforts to form an international force to oversee Gaza's demilitarization, though disagreements remain over the possible inclusion of Turkey, a move Israel firmly opposes.